All right, and there you see on the screen, welcome, welcome. It is week 5 here. Well, literally the last day of week 5 for us of the NJCAAE. You've got Overwatch coming your way. It's our 3 p.m. matchup against Northern Virginia Community College, which is going to be a tough foe in front of us, as Northern Virginia is currently sitting 5-0 in our division, taking the #1 spot. So the Chokers are looking to try and see if they can dethrone Northern Virginia in front of them. We've got Zero here with us today, who once again knows a ton more about Overwatch. You can actually hear the correct things coming from him.
Occasionally, anyway.
Well, I'll say way more correct from you than myself.
Early pick there down on Reinhardt. Looks like we traded healers. We're down both healers now. There goes the other tank as well, so we're down up just Sombra and McCree, so probably just gonna regroup.
Yeah, and so you see powerful offense here from Northern Virginia already to start, which is not a surprise with their 5-0 record, but it could be interesting, I believe. Yeah, so you see Lucio on their side. I think that Crunchy is going with Lucio also, as you see a lot of boops here to go into that pit to see if they can get a couple of cheap kills almost.
Yeah, they already popped off with their Reinhardt ult, though. Very, very early ult.
Wow.
Yeah, Reinhardt's pretty powerful on this map if you can get him in those close range choke points. The hammer is very deadly.
So it looks like Orblin's going to try and combat that a little bit with trying to get some high-flying attacks coming.
Yeah, it's like we're swapping up to a pharmacy, traded out to Lucio.
Oh, and I forgot that Farah is actually a pretty good point on this.
Yeah, she can also get some boops. But there's also a lot of wide open area in the air above.
Oh!
D.Va does have a lot of aerial mobility as well, though, but she can't maintain it quite as much as you would be able to for Farah. Probably not going to get many more pushes in here. I imagine this is either going to be their final push or... Yeah, this is definitely going to be their final push here, so if they're going to do something, they're going to have to be able to do it here. Sombra and Reaper for their team both ulted, not putting us in a great spot, but we are behind them on the point. Maybe able to keep it up. Gonna have to keep on the point now to keep overtime up. Don't think that's gonna happen with the D.Va ult going on. Yeah, they're gonna secure the first round.
The good news for the Chokers is we've seen this happen before. We've lost a point completely outright the first one and been able to come back and win the next two, so hopefully we're able to do that here.
I feel like that's a common thing too. I think that's happened almost every game. We lost the first round and then come back the next 2 rounds. Maybe it's just that first point. We like to instill
confidence. Yeah, we like to instill confidence in our opponents before we come back and grab it.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, I'm interested to see how this league changes with Overwatch 2 coming out soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to go to 2 or continue to stick with the OG Overwatch, but I know that there's quite a few changes that I've heard from the Overwatch community that they're really excited for in the second one coming out.
Yeah, and I know the open beta started recently, or maybe it was closed beta. There's some sort of beta started recently, so they're probably gonna release here shortly, I'd imagine, within the next couple months.
I believe last I saw was open beta comes out late April.
Yeah, so it must have been like closed beta? I don't know. I know I saw some sign-ups for it.
Celebrity beta. Only Matt Damon was able to play it.
Take it to Hollywood Boulevard.
Exactly.
I'm sure they'd love Overwatch.
But yeah, so kind of classic Grace Harbor story here, like you've been talking about. Pretty typical for us to lose that first point, and then almost every single time we've come back on the second point and been able to capture it first.
They do have a nano boosted and mercy boosted Farah though, so that's not going to be great for anybody in the point.
Yeah, that's not fantastic.
A lot of AoE damage going out there. Good retake on their part.
And so you're already starting to see early in this match why the Nighthawks from North Virginia are able to be that 5-0 team and be a pretty powerful force in our division. You can see a lot of offensive output that they're able to put in a quick amount of time too. Good pick there from Diva. Oh, sorry, from Orbling.
Yeah, taking out their Mercy is going to be pretty useful, because I'm pretty sure she would have her ult up by now. Maybe not quite. But gonna stop a bit of that healing. They already retook the point, catching back up to that deficit. Another damage boost comes out from their Ana. Just farming ult points, apparently. Or ult charge. Sorry, I guess I've been seeing too much Valorant recently.
Yeah, and so just like that, you're able to see Nighthawks recapture the point, start to gain on that 100%, closer and closer.
A little bit of a
Farah Brigade comes
pick
in.
off our healers there with that ult. But we're going to trade a bit late. Possibly going to get one or two with this ult. Not quite able to catch one. He might have been trying to take out that ult off the cliff there. Not going to pay off quite so well. Reaper ult could keep us the point here if they group up. He's looking for an opportunity to use it, but might not have to if he can keep him off the point without having to use it.
Yeah, that was, I think, huge right there, like you're talking about. Was able to recapture the point and not have to use his ult, so still has that Death Blossom in his back pocket.
It'll be useful on the retake. Lucio Boop didn't quite send him over the edge. Another Farah out coming, or ult coming out, but quickly traded by Orblin. Good job.
Oof.
Gonna get taken out though. Unfortunately, we still are up healers, but looks like they have quite a few people mounting an assault. Again, that Ana ult gonna win them the point there.
But like you talked about, we do still have Death Blossom in the back pocket here, as you
Gonna
can
be
see.
very tight on time though. So they're gonna have to stay on point the entirety of this time. Probably gonna pop off ult.
Gonna buy a little bit more time, see if we can get some more people in there.
But not really much you can do when you're being eaten by a diva.
Ooh, and you had Visor
It's gonna
come on the other
consume
side and
almost all that damage.
Soldier.
Booped out of the point there, not gonna be able to contest. Unfortunate round one there.
Yeah, but it's good to see from the chokers like we talked about, and you're gonna get a good play of the game. I'm sure it's gonna be that Rocket Brigade that took out, I think, 3 or 4 chokers here.
Yeah, right at the beginning of the match with that Ana.
Oh, it wasn't even the
I
Brigade.
think that was
just
shortly
straight up
after the barrage.
missiles.
Yeah.
My goodness, but as you can see, we talked about it, 5-0 team for a reason. A lot of really good skill over there. So I think personally, from my side of things, a little bit of a moral victory for the chokers there in that second objective point to really kind of push Northern Virginia too close to having to go to that third point. And so you got to kind of take those small little victories, really gain your confidence, and then say, all right, they got us in the first one, they got us in control, and so we're going to go into this next, which if I remember correctly, we should be moving into hybrid. Yes, I believe
Something
it should
like
be
that.
hybrid next. And so chokers are going to want to try and continue to build and gain on a little bit of momentum, a little bit of mental victories, and see if you can just start to chip away at the Nighthawks from Northern Virginia. I'm a big fan of the fact that we decided to go Pog time for the
Yeah, I was
game
noticing
today.
that myself. Good name for
Uh,
the game there, Pog time.
and so, as you can tell from probably being around and watching some Overwatch with us, Pog 1 is gonna be the Chokers, and Pog 2 is gonna be your Nighthawks over there from Northern Virginia, with the very classic. You've come to see it. You've come to love the roster of Tobias and Orblin as your DPS. You've got Coms and Rios up there at the top as your tanks, and then providing the much needed and well done support is Fast and Crunchy Leaf down there at the bottom of the lineup.
Numbani, I think this is the first time we've seen this map in this league, even.
Nice. That's what I like to see. I like to see new things. It gives the Chokers an advantage here, I think. I think we like Numbani. And it looks like Nighthawks are going to go on the side of defense first. So Chokers will be tasked with going and capturing that first point and seeing how far they can push a payload. I always have to check and make sure that I'm saying it right, because Nighthawks is just such a cool name that I don't want to call them the wrong one. The Nova Nighthawks, they go. Oh yeah, Nova, N-O, Northern, and then VA,
Yeah,
Virginia.
Northern Virginia
Nova, that's pretty
Nighthawks.
sweet.
Nova Nighthawks, yeah.
Man, come on. We got to figure out something that for us.
We're the GHCCCC Chokers.
I love it.
Grace Harbor County Community College Chokers.
The Juk. Yeah, as you can see in some of the rankings and some of that, we know that there are some extremely good players on the other side. That is reflected by the 5-0 record that they have. They're going to make a couple of swaps here. As you can see over on that right side for our spectators, you've got Zero himself as our spectator in the blue, and he's blue because he is only able to see our team, which makes it a lot easier for us to stream. TriSoft is the coach for Nova over there, and is in that yellow, so you can see everybody and be able to have a good VOD for his team and going over game film and all sorts of stuff. And then it looks like we're getting a substitution coming in, as Winter was checking out the first match and is going to be subbed in for Ninja Cupcake, which is a fantastic name once again. And so we will see how that changes things up here for the Nighthawks. Ninja Cupcake, man, I like that one.
I think we've seen a lot of ninjas recently, names.
We have.
I think in our past
There wasn't
3 matches. I guess last match it wasn't really
Genji, was
ninja,
there?
it was ninj. But I don't think there was.
And it looks like we got our sides swapped. As you can see, the defense team will always start there in that blue on that blue side. So because the Nighthawks decided to take defense first, we got the side swap. So Chokers will start on the attacking side in the red, and you can see the crown on Crunchy Leaf's name over there because they are our resident champion, but also because they are the host of the lobby. So Crunchy got everything situated there, switched around, and it looks like we're going to be hopping into Numbani playing some hybrid.
Interested to see what kind of strategies they're going to use. I don't think I've seen anybody play this map. Competitively ranked, rather. Most of my experience with this map is just from quick play, so.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's show them what we can do.
Yeah, just a little bit different of a comp than we've seen before, but I think as you're kind of pointing at there, Zero, is because this isn't a map that we've really typically seen from them. So different map, different comp, different strategy.
Oh, Rias trying to kill himself in spawn. Crunchy trying to climb the walls. Orblin breaking all the vending machines.
Good, I like it.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. It looks like they're going to go for around the back, possibly split. through the top? No, they're just gonna go around the back.
Oh, okay. Now I remember this map. I think we actually did play this last week,
Did we?
and it was our first time of playing it.
I don't remember. It might have been one for one of our NECAAE matches.
Possibly. That might have been what it was. Correct. Oh, yeah. I bet you that was what it was because it has a rotating map cycle for that one. So I bet you it was in the NECC because I do remember this map now.
We're gonna go for the big flank all the way around the back there. No, canceling that. Gonna go try and take out this upper defense. Looks like they've moved all the way to the other side. This is a very strange... They've traded places. We're now attacking from... They're closer to our spawn than we are.
Yes. Maybe they just liked our view better, so we decided to trade with them. And obviously, our view worked better for them there.
It's not my time.
We'll take a page out of their book, do what they did.
Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna come back, see exactly where they went from, go up there, and then just.
Did see
wipe
they have
their
a
whole
widow,
team out.
yep, and that's what I thought was gonna happen there. I heard the sounds of her boots landing on the ground. Figured some shenanigans would be happening. Took out Tobias very early on in the push. This is a pretty popular sniper map because of that spot up there and all of the upper angles you can get to. Gonna wait for Tobias to come back, try and regroup. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off again. That's gonna be a very good Hanzo ult there, yeah. Gonna take out a
Holy
lot of them
cow.
in that smaller section. I know there's like 3 main spots you can push from in this map. One of them being that one, the one they just did up main. I guess there's a 4th one. You can go on the upper area above where they just were. We might see a different push coming out soon. They were able to pick off that Widow this time instead of her picking off Tobias. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for that upper area now. They're just gonna try each of the zones they can go through here, see what works best for them.
Yeah, hopefully that Widowmaker pick is
And
gonna
Diva
come in to
ult,
play the difference.
gonna
but
pick
Diva's
off
gonna get a
Tobias.
good ult.
Looking to get at least one good pick here, maybe on a healer, but not quite gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, so the Nighthawks are just forming a very good defense right here so far.
It's like Tobias
Tobias is
got
able
the
to pick
trade
off-
on the Widow there.
Yeah, that's
Not gonna
nice.
have much time left on the clock. So if they're gonna make a big move, it's gonna have to happen soon. A little confused by that arrow. That was a echolocation arrow, and it didn't shoot the echo bolt. Hanzo ult coming out again. Not gonna pick anybody off this time. They're gonna take out the Hanzo, but they did lose both tanks in the trade.
Oh,
Their Widow's deadly. Ready for Orblin on the flank there. Probably was in her ult. I didn't notice if she used it or not.
Score 0-0.
yeah, it just seemed like the Chokers couldn't really catch a break right there. There was almost an answer for every single one of their
Yeah.
attacks that they had.
Tried to push from every angle, but none of them got enough ground for him. They did not get any progress on the board there.
No, and especially with that Widow, just slowing down the attack a lot of times too for the Chokers of just picking off one, sometimes maybe 2 as they're getting ready to go into their route. It really throws a wrench in the plan because you're expecting to go in with all 5. Now when you push around the corner and you pop around and it's, or sorry, all 6 and you pop around the corner and it's 5v6, it puts you at a deficit already
I
to start,
believe
and it's
that
one of your
Widow
DPS.
was their swap as well.
Gotcha. Yes, yeah, Winter. Yes, correct.
Yep.
Never stop fighting for
So it could be another case of like we talked about. Gosh, I don't even remember when we talked about. It might have been last week
Some
on
maps
Overwatch,
being
but
better. Yeah.
yeah, some maps are better, and so
For
I think
different
Winter
people.
might be your Widow main, and so they see that this map is one to let Widow just absolutely eat on, and so it's like, all right, Winter, you're in.
And it paid off for him on that first round. Anyway, we'll see
Yeah,
how
no kidding.
we go coming into defense side.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let the game begin.
Crunchy's gonna go for a bit of a 3-peek up there to see if they can gain some information. Looks like they took the lower route. Wow, came out of nowhere. I think he came from below. Around and behind. Gonna mount a strong attack. They just all came from the woodwork to come get it. I don't think we're gonna make it in time. No, that's gonna be a really quick first round or defense side there.
Holy cow. Yeah, and we've seen that. We've talked about it multiple times and seen it from the chokers against the chokers is when you have that extremely good defensive phase to start it and don't let anything go, you can really make that offensive phase quite quick.
No one can hide.
This is gonna be that ult, yeah. Picked off 4 of them with 1 ult. Oh, and he used his ability to shoot through there, get the extra ticks of damage on him.
Jeez.
Just deadly, deadly there.
Doesn't even make it on the cards. Crazy. That's just how well-rounded and good this team is in front of you from Northern Virginia. So yeah, the chokers have already been pushed up against the brink of elimination right here, as Nighthawks have taken the first 2 rounds, so they were able to control, and then win the hybrid mode. And if I remember correctly, we'll go to
Escort, I think.
No. Is it? All right.
It's either escort or
see.
no, it's assault.
It's assault, correct. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, because escort will come round 4. There's a round in between the 2, and so chokers will want to kind of turn things around. They
I would
haven't
not be
had-
surprised to see Hanamura as the map we pick.
Yeah, that's a pretty typical one that we've gone to. So chokers will want to try and kind of turn around their fortunes and their fates of going into those points and capturing. We have not had luck with it yet. I don't even think we've captured a tick yet, so we really want to try and work on that and see if we can get that going here.
Taking some time to deliberate, though. We might see a map change, try to throw up the strategy a bit.
And so it looks like you're going to get Ninja and Winter swapped back again. So yeah, I think it is just a little bit of a, hey, what map are we heading to and what's our comp going to look like? And so you've got probably Winter and Ninja who specify on certain characters. I believe, what is it? They're both DPS, right?
Yeah.
Because I know we had,
Well, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense
'cause
to swap out
Widow-
a
yeah.
DPS for a tank, so.
yeah, so it looks like probably a good little DPS swap here, looking to try and see and get ready. It looks and so they're working on getting some of their profiles set to public, I believe it looks like, and so
Yeah.
getting that ready to roll and getting ready for that. As you saw in the little chat, sometimes not sometimes, the default just makes it private and got to have it as public here for it. So they're just asking for that. And then after that, we should be ready to roll and get into, you were right there, Zero. It's going to be assault coming our way. And we did go to Hanamura.
Looks like we're almost back to situated. I think we're still missing one.
I think it's just Winter, one of the spectators that we're waiting for. And then they've already got Hanamura up and ready to roll an assault. And I think that
They're
I
gonna
saw...
take defense again.
Gotcha, cool. So we're already set on the correct sides and should be ready to roll here any minute now and getting into this third round. Chokers have really got to respond well here and see what they can do to kind of start to make some tinks in the armor that is incredibly tough from the Nighthawks side, as we've seen really, really good defensive stands from them, which has made, in that last map, made it extremely easy on the offensive side of things for them. All right, so it looks like they're ready to roll. I think their extra sub is out of the lobby right now, probably done for the day. Did his job as Widow, I think, last round, is ready to roll.
This is a bit of a team favorite map, so hopefully we're looking at a bit of a better outlook than our previous round.
Yeah, and it's definitely gonna take a team effort here against the Nighthawks, as you can tell through their gameplay and through their kind of domination so far. As they coordinate really well with each other, communicate really well with each other, and just have their strats and plays ready to roll. So Chokers are gonna have to step up to the plate and see how they respond to it.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Imagine the worst possible outcome. Now,
Come out and face me.
Gonna swap off of that view. Just for
What, you didn't like the roller coaster there?
the super high DPI spinning.
Now that Rias is completely dizzy and ready to throw up, he's ready to go and swing his hammer all over the place.
Capture objective A.
See if we go teleport. No, I don't even think we have him play.
We did have a Metra earlier. Yeah, we still do.
Ah, yes, there it is. Here we'll go. Here comes teleport play for him. He's gonna try and get his turrets down.
Very interesting hold here. But there's a lot of distance. They have a bunch of range. Well, they just now got into the point. They just wipe it out completely.
Yeah, they go with the bend don't break tactic right there. They let Chokers get basically all the way to the brink of capping that first tick and then say, never mind.
Get behind.
Gonna look for the early pick. Looks like they are not gonna get it Pharmacy's gonna keep him healthy. Gonna pick off both tanks on the push there. We are gonna get into point, but I don't know how long we're gonna be able to keep it up without the healers. Yeah. They were not able to make it through the portal as the Pharah ulted. She destroyed both tanks and the portal. So then it was just stuck with both the DPS on the point, hanging out.
Yeah, really, just great timing there from Nighthawks. I think if Chokers are able to play that again and get behind and get on point, and then they've just got to be able to win that first 1 or 2 picks, then they're in a good position. But it all kind of hinges on that, and so far they haven't won those. Like you said, they lose not only both tanks but lose the teleporter there too. So they've really got to be able to.
We lost both
and
healers
there.
there.
Again. Yeah.
Both DPS is just a constant stream. Not able to take any ground on them.
We're all soldiers now.
Gonna swap off of Symmetra, go for a more traditional push. Hopefully if we can take out 1 or 2 of them, it'll weaken their defense enough to be able to take that point. Gonna get 1 pick early on the Torbjorn.
Is that the 3rd one already for Farah?
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Team kill.
Oh my goodness. There's an absolute onslaught of damage coming from the Nighthawks. They have quite a bit of range to themselves right now, and so they're really using it to keep the Chokers off of point in general. Chokers recognized that their teleport tactic wasn't working because once they got there, they weren't able to hold it. So, like Zero said, going more of a traditional push, just trying to kind of bully their way into point. Hasn't quite worked for them yet. Oh. I thought that they were in a good spot, possibly getting visor pop from Soldier right there, but then gets picked off by the Ana. Chokers are going to have to push quick here. They got 5 seconds left on the clock and have to get onto point before it's overtime. Whew. And so not able to capture any of their point, the first one at all once again, and so it's going to be a very, very tall task in front of them now, with Nighthawks going on the attack side and just needing to grab that first tick to be able to not only grab the round victory, but that'll be their 3rd round that they win and go ahead and cap off the match.
Baptiste, does it? How did a mercenary like yourself come by such advanced technologies?
Oh, I just make use of what I find lying around.
I live for a good fight.
The high ground.
We can do it together.
I forgot that all these maps have like lore in them from their Overwatch like cinematics and comics and stuff. This map has a bunch of like arrows sticking out. That's from their like Genji and Hanzo introduction. They like fight each other, and there's split arrows from Genji splitting arrows, and yeah, that you can find arrows sticking out of some of the walls on the later points of the map from that.
I love
and
the
they're
little
just like a
touches
nod
everywhere.
to their story. Oh, and on the Numbani, the map we were on last time, there's all those omnics
jeez.
that are like,
Whoa.
oof. Wasn't even paying attention, too busy thinking about the lore.
we and I mean exactly what we talked about. They put themselves in a situation to go and be able to grab that quick, and they rushed right into point. There's basically a double May wall that goes up, kind of forces the chokers to sit back on their heels, and they get a full team wipe and just say, "All right, GG's." Oof. And so we talked about it going into it. It was a tall task in front of them, and just a little bit too tall here for the chokers as the 5-0 Northern Virginia Nighthawks improved to 6-0 here on the season. Show us why in today's match that they are that way. And so a fantastic team that comes in front of us. I think chokers put up a good fight, but can really only do so much when you've got that much skill in front of you and across the way. So unfortunately drop the game, fall down a little bit in the leaderboard, but still alive and kicking, and especially still alive and kicking in the NECC, where they're already sitting at 5-1 and looking really good over there. So looking to bounce back next week and see what all they can do. But Zero, I think this might have been our shortest Overwatch match.
Yeah, I think so. Did not take very long at all.
No, not at all. So a quick one. The good news on that one is that we wrap up a little bit quicker than normal, so we get to the weekend a little bit quicker than normal. So congratulations, all of you watching at home. You're officially into the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. Don't do anything that I would not do that leaves a lot on the table for you. But we hope that you'll be back with us again Monday, which Monday we will have Rocket League here for you. I believe right now they're scheduled for 4 o'clock, but there might be a little bit of a time change coming there, and then we'll get back to our normal schedule for the rest of the week. I think we might be past the majority of our buys, at least for the NECC for sure. So we should have a lot of games coming your way these next couple weeks. You've got, let's see, 2 or 3 more weeks left of regular season, and then hopefully the majority of the teams for the chokers will be heading into the playoffs. But for the meantime, we're going to wrap up today. Hopefully we will see you in next week, see you next Friday, see you whatever it is. But no matter what, like always, we just want to see you next time. Enjoy your weekend, chokers.